Welcome to another episode of Power BI Updates with me, Sohail Bakhshi, a Microsoft Data Platform MVP here at Theta New Zealand. In today's video, I will talk about some promising and some most wanted features that are available in May 2025 updates of Power BI, and also I will share my top 3 favorites of these new updates and features, and we will definitely have a demo in this video. May 2025 updates of Power BI brings us a lot of new features and capabilities, from new AI and Copilot features to reporting and modeling. From an AI perspective, there will be a new standalone page for Copilot in Microsoft Fabric, which is pretty promising, but at the time of recording this video and authoring the blog post, this feature is not available yet, so I will park it for now, but it is pretty promising feature. There is another feature in this release that has a lot of demand for a long time, is the write-back capability with translytical task flows in Microsoft Fabric. Well, I have never been a fan of write-back capability. Never. I believe there must be a proper change management process when it comes to changing the data, especially writing it back in your production environment. In my humble opinion, simply implementing a write-back capability is asking for trouble down the road. What do you think? Convince me if you can. In no specific order, my first and second favorites are falling into the reporting part of Power BI. The first one is updates to the new list slicer, especially the ability to label our values in the list slicer, which provides more insights within the slicer itself. My second favorite from reporting is customized line segment colors in a line chart. This is a pretty promising feature, which now we can highlight a segment of a line chart, just like what we do in bar charts. While this feature currently does not support custom formatting and it doesn't provide a lot of flexibility, but it is a very promising first step towards having a more insightful line chart. You know that I love data modeling, and I cannot express how excited I am to see that now we can have direct lake and import tables within the same semantic model. While this feature is not currently available within Power BI Desktop or in Power BI Service modeling capabilities, but it is yet another very promising starting point, which opens endless possibilities to our data modeling in Microsoft Fabric. As you know, in this series, we always have a short demo for you, so let's get to it. In today's demo, I will walk you through the new Copilot and AI features available in Microsoft Fabric for data schemas, verified answers, and AI instructions, and so on and so forth. In short, these features will help Copilot and AI to provide more thorough answers when the users ask questions. During these steps, we are actually training our AI model and prepare our semantic model to help Copilot generate more thorough answers. There are a couple of steps that we have to take to be able to properly use this feature. The first one is to enable the preview feature in Power BI Desktop. To do so in Power BI Desktop, I click on File menu and then Options and Settings and then Options. From there, I go to Preview Features. I scroll down to find the Prep for AI feature is ticked, which is this one, and I have already ticked this item. I click OK to go back to my Power BI Desktop. That is the very first step that is necessary to take. After enabling the Prep for AI, a new button will show up on the top right of the ribbon bar in the Copilot section, which is called Prep Data for AI. The next step is to click on the Prep Data for AI button. And from there, we have a couple of steps to take. The very first step is simplify the data schema. When I click on this step, Copilot automatically detects some of these tables and fields. You may think, how did Copilot know which fields should be selected and which fields shouldn't? What I've found out is that if there are some tables that are hidden or some fields that are hidden, they will not be included by default. But the goal here is to simplify our semantic model to help AI to generate better answers to the questions that the users ask. So we can go ahead and take or untick some of the tables and fields that are required to be prepared for Copilot. This step is only available in Power BI Desktop and is not available in Power BI Service yet. The next step that is only available in Power BI Desktop is add AI instructions. For example, if we have any acronyms in our data model, it is best to explain what those acronyms are. For example, I have LYTD used in some measures and I can explain what it is. LYTD in my data model stands for last year to date. If you have any other acronyms, you can add them here. We click apply to apply the changes. Now I can go to verified answers. As you can see, this is only available on the report level. As you may know, it is best practice to keep your semantic model separate from your reports. A semantic model can serve multiple reports connected to it. Let me close this for now. In my scenario, I do not create any reports in Power BI Desktop. So I just save this and publish it to Power BI Service. I go ahead and open a report in Power BI Service and I define verified answers in the report level itself. So let's do it. As discussed, the third step is to verify some answers. To do so, we have to open a report that is linked to the semantic model and go to the edit mode. Please note that this option is only available when we are editing a report. From here, I can right click on any visuals and select setup verified answer, or I can click on the more options ellipsis button and select the setup on verified answer from there. As you can see, there are some suggestions that we can read through and add them as verified answers if they make sense. I go ahead and select that one. What is the trend? And can you show internet sales data in a timeline? Definitely. And the third one is how internet sales changes over the selected period. That is also a good one. And I can hit refresh and it generates some other questions. If you need, you can add some more questions, and as I mentioned earlier, you can add some phrases as well. We just click apply and close the prep data for AI. At this stage, we have prepared the data for AI in Power BI Service. The next step is to test the verified answer. To do so, I click on the Copilot button to enable Copilot and start asking a question, something like, what is the trend of internet sales over time? In some cases, we need to clear the Copilot history, refresh the browser history, and so on and so forth. But in this case, it answered the question pretty well. So now I switch back to reading mode and I start trying Copilot again over here, and I ask the same question. I would expect it to show me correct result again. Yeah, there you go. So it is showing me the correct result now. The last step is to mark our semantic model as prepared for AI. To do so, I have to go to my semantic model and then go to settings. I can click file and then click settings. And from the settings, I scroll down and find AI preparation, and I tick prepared for AI and apply. After I click apply, it deploys all the changes into the semantic model and it makes it available wherever Copilot is available in our Microsoft Fabric. So I click apply So from now on, whoever who has access to Copilot across my tenant will be able to leverage AI prepared semantic models. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new, and catch you in the next one.